I just got back from a little lunch break, and I had promised you 3 books from the author Peter Reynolds, and this is our last one. It is called Sky Color. And before I read this book, I want you to do something. I want you to pause this video in just a second, and I want you to draw a picture of an apple. Okay, so use any materials, gather your supplies that you need, and draw a picture of an apple. So pause it now and go ahead and do that. Okay, so at the end I'm going to have you look at this picture of the apple and see how your ideas have changed after reading this book. Okay, so that's all I want you to do right now. Just listen to the book now. Sky Color. Marisol was an artist. She loved to draw and paint, and she even had her very own art gallery. How many of you have your parents put up pictures on the refrigerator or somewhere around the house that you've drawn? Not all her art hung in a gallery. Much of it she shared with the world. She painted posters to share ideas she believed in. At school, Marisol was famous for her creative clothes, her box of art supplies, and her belief that everybody was an artist. Yes, Marisol was an artist through and through. So when her teacher told the class they were going to paint a mural for the library, Marisol couldn't wait to begin. A mural is a big poster, a big wall of art in the library. The classroom buzzed with the sound of brainstorming. The students talked and sketched, and together they made a great big drawing. Then they marched to the library. "I'll paint a fish." "I'll paint one too." "I'll paint the ocean." Marisol shouted, "I'll paint the sky." Marisol rummaged through the box of paint but could not find any blue. How am I going to make the sky without any blue paint? The bell rang. It was time to put their brushes down for the day. As she climbed aboard the bus, Marisol kept wondering. All the way home, she stared out the window. The sun lowered closer to the horizon. Later at home, Marisol watched the day turn into night. That night, Marisol settled into a deep dream. She drifted through the sky, swirling with colors. The colors mixed, making too many to count. So this is part of her dream. In the morning, Marisol stood waiting for the bus in the rain. The sky was not blue. She smiled. At school, Marisol raced to the library. She grabbed a dish and began adding colors. This one, that one. She swirled the brush to make an altogether new color. Marisol began painting on the wall. A boy asked, "What color is that?" "That," Marisol said, "that is sky color." Okay, look really closely at this picture. I hope you can see all the beautiful colors that she put in the sky, all the swirling, different types of colors. Pretty, pretty cool. All right, so earlier I had asked you to draw a picture of an apple. Now I'm going to ask you a question about that apple. What color is an apple? How many of you said red? Okay. Now let's think about that. Oh, now you're saying, okay, it can also be green and yellow and all different kinds of colors, right? Well, I have an apple in my refrigerator, and it is a different color. I'm going to go get it, and I'm going to show you what color it might be. Let's see. look at this. It's not just yellow or green or red. It's many colors, and even some brown and green on top, and some pink and red and orange and yellow on it. So let's see if you can paint or draw a picture of an apple this time. So go ahead and pause this and go draw your apple. Okay, so how many of you drew different colors on your apple this time? How many of you drew a different shape of the apple? Maybe you made it a little bit longer this time, or you drew a stem this time. Okay. I hope that helped your creative juices to flow and for you to see and think outside the box, right? That the sky doesn't have to be blue. Okay, you can actually see multiple colors in the sky. Right now it's gray and lots of clouds, so white, and it might have a little tinge of yellow in there because of the sun coming through. Okay, so be creative and think outside the box there. I also said that I wanted to compare the 3 books by Peter Reynolds: Sky Color, which we just read, Ish, which was the one that we had the other day, which was where he drew a vase and didn't really like it, and then all of a sudden started doing ish pictures that were similar to what he wanted but not exactly. And then the Dot, which was where the little kid said, I can't do this, and then realized, yeah, I can. Okay, I can't draw, but now I can. So what are the common themes between all 3 of Peter Reynolds' books? Some of the common themes I would see are that to build your creativity, to think outside the box. All 3 of those had that in there. They also had not to give up, okay, to persevere. They also had the theme of positive self-talk, and then to work with what you have and do things with what you already know. Okay, so this is called growth mindset, and you can actually grow your mind if you keep these ideas or these themes in your head. So when you come to something that you're struggling with and you don't think it's perfect, think outside the box. Persevere. Keep trying. Positive self-talk. Say, I can do this. I know I can. Maybe I can't do all of it right now, but I can do some of it. So use what you already know and build on that. And positive self-talk also goes into, I can't do this now, but I will be able to do it in the future. So it's a not yet moment. I can't do it quite yet, but I will be able to. And so just give yourself that time, give yourself some leeway, and kind of grow your mind and stretch that mind. Okay, so this is a great time during these next few weeks to be able to do that. Don't just sit and not grow that mind, okay? Keep that mind growing and stretching and learning. All right, and tell yourself you can. All right, have a good night. Bye, guys.